Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Beyond the Humidor After Dark. You get the three of us again because we decided to record on a Wednesday. Instead of being at Good Dog Studios, we're here at the Ugly Parrot Studios in Newcastle, California. Larry, how you doing?
Living the dream.
Always. And how about you, Greg?
Screaming clowns and broken doll heads. It's a great dream.
Okie dokie.
Weren't prepared for that one, were you?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Anyway, so just wanted to do a brief after dark talk about the weekend. We were over at the Avenue of the Giants out in California, the redwoods. We all decided to do a camping trip. Larry, his wife, my wife, and I. Greg and his mom. His mom got an opportunity to come out with us because she's been wanting to go camping for a while, but she's been taking care of Greg's dad. And if you guys have been, listening, unfortunately, Greg's dad passed on July 4th of this year.
Mm-hmm.
So she has the opportunity now to, get out and about. So it was wonderful having her there. And then we had some other friends of ours.
Yeah, Yard Dog Coffee and Company. So
yes.
If you've listened to the podcast for a while, you're familiar with Zach from Yard Dog Coffee. He and his wife and two of their kids were also out. And so there was 10 of us all together, taking up 4 campsites at right there on Avenue of the Giants in the Redwoods. Had a great time. Cruised around to a couple of breweries, a couple of sites, cigar shop, us, just out, wreaking havoc in the great outdoors.
Yes. And Mom and I, since we had never been up that way before, we went and looked at trees. Lots of trees. Gigantic trees.
You guys pretty much did the whole drive down Avenue of the Giants.
Huh? Yeah, we did the whole drive, and we stopped. We stopped in Redcrest there, which is that little town just after the RV park, or just before, and met a guy at one of the little tourist attractions there, and he says, "Hey, you need to go check this out. Go down to Rockefeller Forest. So you're going to go down. I can't remember the name of the road. You make a right on that road and go back in there, and it's one of the biggest trees in the entire area." And they weren't kidding, dude. My wingspan is 6 feet when my arms are out, and this tree was 2.5 feet on either side of me. It was amazing. I've never seen an organism that big before.
Yeah, if you live in Northern California or even in any part of the Northwestern United States and you've never been to the Redwoods, you need to plan a trip. There are some great places to stay, whether you got an RV, whether you want a tent camp, little cabins. Richardson's Grove is a state park there right on Avenue of the Giants. You're, an hour's jump from or less from Eureka, from Ferndale, from Fortuna, from Garberville. There's just some cool areas to explore. Lots of hiking, lots of outdoor stuff. It's right on the Eel River. So yeah, it's super cool. If you haven't ventured that way, definitely look into that. Great spot to take the kids, or if it's just, you want a quiet area to relax, it's got you covered for all those points.
Now, without a doubt. What was the name of the resort we stayed at?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
It's the ancient Redwoods RV Park or something like that.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I knew it was something so obvious and simple, but I'm going to just plug that place. It is wonderful. The staff is amazing, because Sue and I got there before you guys, of course, and guy helped me back my 38-foot behemoth into the back end space. I mean, really cooperative people, nice quiet space, wonderfully clean park. You guys availed yourselves to the restrooms and showers.
Yeah, unlike the two of you, I have no facilities inside my trailer because I have a little Coleman pop-up, which is a wonderful trailer. And so yeah, our restrooms and showers were there at the park, and they were clean. They clean them a couple times a day. It was amazing. The care, Larry was saying, one of the guys, I think he's one of the owners, he's driving around in a golf cart. He stops the golf cart to pick up a bottle cap that was on the ground. I mean, they keep their place immaculate. It was an amazing place to stay, and it's my first time being with full hookups, so it was really nice.
Yeah, we got you addicted to full hookups now because you were thinking, "Oh, I don't need full hookups. You guys are just being bougie fucks."
Well, the picture of the 3 rigs together, you got the 1%er with his freaking 38-foot
I'm
bus.
So far from a 1%er.
Then you got the middle class over there on the end with his very nice wolf, gray wolf, and then you got me in my little canvas hovel who's pole. But
It all works, brother.
It worked.
That's right.
You know, and the weather was beautiful.
We
It
got
was
rained
cool.
on in the evening, but it wasn't horrible. It was just we got dumped on a little bit.
Yeah, but it's once
It's the
again,
redwoods.
We're not
Yeah.
we're not in a tent, so
Right,
you know,
right.
you go inside for a minute, you go into the awning, and it cooled things down a little bit. Wasn't crazy cold, sweatshirt would handle it,
Mhm.
unless you're Zach and t-shirted it the entire time.
Don't know
I
how
was,
he did that.
dude. I was cold just looking at that guy.
And then we got to take a minute and talk about that amazing dinner Saturday night. Zach and his wife raised a pig with one of their daughters in FFA raised a pig and brought up pork chops from that. That was probably literally the best pork chop I've ever had.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
that was good chop. I have not had a good pork chop in a long time because Tiny Wife is not really big into pork. So it's kind of like I don't, make it all. I don't make pork chops often, but that just brought back memories. It was just like, it was so moist. It was so well seasoned. That rub he put on it. I was in heaven. It's like I went to like throw down and put some chops on my Blackstone flat like as soon as I got home.
Yeah, cooked on your guys' flat iron. That was amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, it turned out really well.
Yeah. One of the things we did was Larry, Tiny Wife, and his wife and I, we went to Ferndale. Nice little town.
Yeah, super old logging town. If the name sounds familiar, Guy Fieri from Diners, Drives, and Dives, that's where Guy's from. So he'll plug that every once in a while on his show. Super cool old town. We were up there last year for 4th of July. We stayed at this same RV park, and that's kind of one of the reasons for this trip. We've been talking about what a great time we had. So the group of us thought it'd be a good place to, check out again. But yeah, super cool old town, Ferndale, just preserving the kind of the vintage look of a lot of the old buildings, and little bakery, couple of bars, a newer place where we stopped and had a couple of beers called the Boardroom.
Yes.
But yeah, just if you're in that area, you're staying a day or two, definitely worth a couple hours to wander around and see the sights. Also right there, next town down, right next to it is Fortuna. That is Eel River Brewing Company.
Yeah.
Which Thursday night when we rolled in, the 10 of us went to Eel River, so we didn't have to cook and set up when we got into camp.
Yeah.
And my wife and I have been there 2 or 3 times before. They got a great selection of beers. They got a solid food menu.
Yeah, they do.
Appetizers
burgers were off the chain.
Sandwiches, fish and chips, shrimp. I mean,
yes,
they got a pretty wide variety. Food's great. They got an big outdoor patio. Part of it's covered, kid and dog friendly. So, check that out. And then Saturday we went up to Eureka. And if you're in the Eureka area and you're a beer person at all, Lost Coast Brewing is definitely a stop you have to make. South end of town is the brewery. North end of town, right in the older section of town, they have a cafe that also serves all their beers. Both places are great. The brewery's got a big yard, outdoor area, games, you can play, board games, Jenga, all kinds of stuff. Also kid and dog friendly there. They got a huge gift shop. They got probably some of the best merch for a brewery I've been to in a long time. They sell their tap handles. They got signs with all their labels. They got shirts with all their labels. They make their own craft root beer, which Greg got that he talked about. Oh, you already plowed through that, did you?
Oh, yeah, I know he did.
I think that was also one of the coolest things as far as their merch goes, Larry, is they do have growlers of bottles, but they also do a 64-ounce growler that is aluminum. That's what I bought. So
I like that.
It was amazing. And the craft root beer was fabulous. There's that and Loomis Basin are probably 2 of the best craft root beers I've ever had.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a fun trip. Like I said, there's a ton of stuff to do up there.
Yep.
Just, there's some super neat history up there. Back in the day, that was heavy logging area.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of those small towns got decimated. as as the logging industry changed, and so they're not near as vibrant and as busy as they used to be, but there's still a lot of cool stuff to see, and we had a great time.
Yeah. Do want to make one quick note on a serious note. When the four of us were at the boardroom on Saturday, young lady, she went into an epileptic seizure, and I want to give props to the staff over at the boardroom. The gals behind the counter knew exactly what to do, take care of her until EMS got there. And I'm just gonna do just a quick PSA plug out there. If you don't know already, and I am very big into first responders. Everyone should know basic first aid.
Yep.
Definitely learn that. I mean, if your kids are coming up, get them into like a basic first aid Red Cross class to know what to do if something like that happens, so that you can keep a person situated until the first responders get there. Truth be told, we are all first responders when something like that happens, and what you do in those couple of minutes at the time of the incident could make it's literally, not to be cliche, a matter of life and death.
Yep.
And
that was the closest I had ever been to a seizure situation, and very scary. I mean, that's a scary thing, and the lady seemed to be fine and everything, but that's something you never want to have to deal with if you can help it, but you can't. So
right.
Like Scott said, if you have the opportunity to just brush up on some basic first aid knowledge, so that you can be of help to somebody in their time of need.
Without a doubt. So, as you guys all know, Beyond the Humidor After Dark is just something real short. We want to do something that's timely to talk about our experiences, because of course, when we record Beyond the Humidor, there's a lag of about a week and a half, or a couple of weeks. So we want to do something live so we can tease episodes and such. This one in particular, the one we just finished recording, which is going to go live a week from Sunday, is talking about the new Apostate cigar. The newest one in their line. It's a box pressed, wonderful. Remind me what the name of it is.
The Sarah Hemla.
Yeah, the Sarah Hemla. Hey, stay tuned for that one. Take a listen, and we're going to talk about that cigar in depth. And if you can get your hands on it, even if you get your hands on it beforehand and smoke it while you listen to the podcast, I guarantee you will not be disappointed.
Nope.
Gents, final thoughts before we blow out of here?
Then don't forget, we got one more that Brandon gave us, and oh, by the way, Brandon, since you're on the show with us, he's hiding himself, but he is there. Happy birthday, my friend. That was the other day,
brother.
Salute.
And the next, we also have one more from Brandon with Apostate. We also have the Sword of Laban. That will be a future show. Not sure when yet, but that'll be in the near future. But that one's coming out too, so look forward to that.
Okay.
Well, we could also do that as a live too. Smoke it and then do a live talk about it.
True.
Yeah.
We could do that next week.
We can even plan on getting Brandon on that one. Brandon.
There we go. Call into the live. There you go.
Yes, I like it.
I would also like to nominate Scott Robinson for Speaker of the House.
I second.
Duly carried.
All right. Well,
look at the gorilla. Yeah, you can't do nothing about this shit. It's live, jackass.
And I promise. Hey, hold on. Okay, I can make one campaign promise right now. I will never, ever pull a fire alarm within the halls of Congress.
The most terrifying thing, audience, he can. There is nothing that says the Speaker of the House has to be a member of Congress. Robinson 2023.
You got my vote.
Robinson for president 2024.
I don't want that job. No. You can have that shit. No, I do not want to be president.
Run as the Green Party, my brother.
Oh, no. No.
Weed and grape wraps for everybody. All right, we're out.
Okay,
folks.
hold on. We ain't getting away with that right now. I got a better idea. When I go to speak to the press, I stick my head out and say, grape sodagram. What do you think?
Nope. Couldn't be any
Can't-
worse than
yeah,
now.
Can't be any worse than what we got now.
At least I'm not a doddering idiot. I can't find my way off stage. It's good to live in America. In other places, I'd be dragged off to a detention camp or something.
Hold on, let's get out the Russian standard.
Wait. Big Bacon could still make that happen.
You had to do it.
You just turned this into a 3-hour live, jackass.
He's got 3 minutes.
Yeah, I've got a couple of minutes. If you guys out there want to know the truth, go to www.bigbacontruth.com. Big Bacon is out there, and it is conspiring against you. If it can get to me, it can get to you. Be diligent. Protect your homes. Protect your bacon. Because if they can take my bacon away from me, they can take your bacon and, dare I say, your freedom away from you.
Dude, we need to do the conspiracy theories episode now.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do.
Jesus.
Yes, we do.
Hey, look at it. This is magic on Beyond the Humidor After Dark. You are actually witnessing the planning stage for a future episode, and it's gonna happen. You guys are freaking lucky I had things to do today, because I was about to go to the Army Navy store, buy a black beret, mirrored sunglasses, one of those army green t-shirts, and like old overcoat or whatever. Because I'm gonna go full conspiracy.
You don't need the
theorist on
black.
this.
You don't need the black beret, man. You've
We're-
already got the Russian submariner's hat. You just need to wear that.
We're 2 or 3 weeks away from a 37-page bacon manifesto.
Yeah, we are. Mhm.
Don't say shit like that. The ATF and the FBI are probably monitoring me right now, sitting there saying, should we take this person seriously? And please, if anyone out there, don't go blowing shit up and yelling, free bacon or anything like that. I don't want ATF agents at my door. It's like, it was a joke. It's just
God.
jokes.
The meat industry revolution was one of the worst things for the mankind civilization.
I don't want the quote to be in the history books when future generations read it and go, I was just funning.
That's what we're putting on your headstone.
Oh, God. Hey, everybody out there, have a good night. And as I always say, good smoke, good drink, and good life. We're out of here.
Cheers, everybody.
Got to
See
write
ya.
my manifesto.